Well, hello there, Taurus. Welcome to Pirate Readings. I'm Lady J, and I'm here to talk to you about March. We're going to do the full overview, which is going to have 4 weeks in it, and it'll have 3 rows, 4 columns and 3 rows as per usual. And of course, I have a couple of things I want to share with you on top of everything else, but let's go ahead and start out by lighting the candle, right? We are using the tobacco and patchouli candle again because I'm still out on the road and options are limited, but I kind of dig this option anyway. So here we are. This is the tobacco and patchouli candle we had last month, but it's awesome. I did pick a quieter room to be in, so hopefully there will be less noise from the heater, which I know is kind of a thing. Sorry about that. But let's go ahead and talk about what is going on this month, all right? My better angels want to tell you a story about the fact that we were staying in our own lane. Everything was cool last month. Very good. February, stay in your own lane. Good deal. Smart choices. All good that. And now we need to take good care and realize that if we don't want to give up, right? We don't want to give up completely being engaged in some way, right? So the story here is that we're just going to put one ear out. We want to put one ear out. Listen with one ear to what's going on out there, and then bring it in, but put it through a big filter so that as it comes through, you can discern whether it's right, proper, useful, important, necessary, blah, 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 all those things. So we want to filter it, but let it come in through one ear only, okay? The other ear, we're doing our normal stuff. We're taking care of our business. We're staying here. We don't have to be super, because if you get that crap in stereo, it's harder to filter, okay? We don't want to so we just let it come in one ear. We take care of whatever we need to on our other ear, okay? So do that sort of thing. I think that it will help you. I do want you to be aware of what's going on around you in the universe, not just here inside your bubble, okay? Because there's stuff going on out there and we need to be aware of it, okay? That's all. Now then, the other thing, and other people will be trying to slip things through, right? So they're counting on us being complacent. They're thinking that, oh, now we're getting comfortable, now we're staying in our lane, now we're staying out of it, we're not getting involved with anything. So now they can slip things through that shouldn't go through. Yeah, so we need to pay attention, at least with one little ear. Okay, just pay attention with one little ear and be aware what's happening so that you don't end up letting something go through that shouldn't, okay? Okay, now then, the other message is it's all about self-care. Haha, we're doing all of this and we're gonna do self-care at the same time. Is that crazy? This is the physical activities that we need to do to take care of our bodies. This could be journaling we need to do to take care of our minds. This could be meditating we need to do to take care of our spirits. Whatever it is that we're doing, we need to do what we normally do, and then later on in the month, we'll step it up a notch, okay? But we're gonna start out with whatever we normally do, and it probably won't necessarily do more than get us back into the habit, and that's a big step in the beginning, right? So here we are in March, absolutely, making sure we're getting started, and then we wanna add some spice to it, okay? So it'll be new routes on our walking path, it'll be maybe putting on a backpack full of stuff, and so that we're carrying weight when we go, and it'll actually be more conducive to making us stronger, all right? Fun, it's called rucking. Crazy, right? My sister told me. So indeed, Taurus, we are getting ready to do some fun things and get things going on, and it's all about self-care this month, and I do hope that you embrace it because it will help tremendously if you do. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is go ahead and grab ourselves a card for the month. Yes, a guiding card for the month. Let's go ahead and see what we have. This here is that Earthly Souls and Spirits Moon Oracle. We're going to go ahead and spread it out. What do we need, Taurus? Oh, yours is coming up right there. That's it, right there, that one. All right. I'm going to go ahead and set these aside. This will be the card we use all month long, representing who you are, what's going on, and what you can always fall back to, okay? This card is called Centered. Very nice. So, the thing that you're going to do is, I feel like your self-care is going to be the thing that helps you feel centered, feel grounded, feel part of where you are and who you are and what's going on. And whenever you feel like, wah, a little crazy, you go back to that center, you go back to that place, and that one thing that you do that will help you get back to center every single time, okay? It's like having a home base inside yourself. And that is what you need to do, is find yourself a home base inside yourself. I think it will help tremendously. Excellent. So good for you, Taurus. I like that you have an opportunity and a way of doing that. That is going to be so great for you. All right. Let us think about what's going on now. We're going to go ahead and lay out the cards. We're going to do the 4 columns. All right. So this is, of course, the Light Seers Tarot. And it's such a beautiful deck. I really, really enjoyed it last month, so we're doing it again this month. We're going to do 4 columns and 3 rows. The first row is where we are. The second column is what's blocking us, and the third is going to be our solution. So that's fun. I really like the colors in this deck. It's so great. All right. So here we go. This is going to be the 2nd through the 8th and on for the 4 weeks. We're going to go ahead and read them 1 week at a time, and then at the end we'll go back to this first week, the 2nd through the 8th, and go in depth on that, okay? Perfect. So let's talk about what's going on. We have the 6 of Swords. The 6 of Swords shows that on this particular week, your goal is going to be to try and help other people with your power in some way. So you're going to be wanting to help other people out in some way. So you are feeling pretty strongly about that. It's going to be interesting. The thing that's blocking you is that you won't be able to use your own money necessarily to do that, and that will be smart. Not to use your own money. If you can find other people to donate to what you want to do, you can do that, and that will be smart, okay? Cool. And of course, the solution for you this particular week is going to be to release, okay? Release, it might be your expectation, your feelings about how things are going. It's going to be physical stuff, a way of thinking, a relationship, or even a job that you want to just release because it's no longer serving you. But this is an opportunity also for other sorts of releases that have more, it feels like there's going to be, because of what you want to do and what you're trying to do and how deeply you're feeling it, I feel like it's going to be disappointment. There may be some disappointment that you want to let go of, or an expectation that everybody's going to want to do what you want to do, or whatever. You may find that you're incredibly successful, and yet something in the mix disappoints you and leaves you feeling like, and now I don't have as many things that are going to want to do the right thing for me. So you're frustrated. There's a little frustration here, and I want you to release it, okay? Whatever you had in mind, you had a vision for how this was going to go. I'm going to do my thing, I'm going to help other people wanted to get on board, cool. So they were doing that thing. Great, cool. But they didn't want to put in any money, or they did everything they were supposed to do except for this other thing, and now it's up to you to handle the rest. And you're like, I'm disappointed that it didn't go easier or better. And so just let it go. Let go of whatever's not going according to plan and move forward, okay? Because that will slow you down, all right? We don't need to be slowed down, okay, Taurus? Now, next week over, we're talking about the 9th through the 15th. You have a relationship situation. This could be a partner at work or a partner at home, but you have a partner in crime that's helping you out in this process. So congratulations, you're not doing it alone. This is great news. You have, so what you lacked in the way of the help possibly last week shows up for this week, okay? Yay. There is nothing new happening though. So there isn't anything new happening. You don't get to ask for any help or act like you don't have the answers, because you do. All right, you're going to have all the answers to take care of the situation. So when you're partner and you get together to do whatever it is you need to do this week, you're going to have all the answers, okay? Don't hesitate to be smart. It's not hard for you, Taurus. It's not a difficult project to be smart. Because now that we've got all this going on and you know what's going on, ta-da, ta-da, you're working. You're back to work, doing your thing. Everything is fine. You've got all the things that laid out in front of you. You know exactly how it's going to go. The ebb and the flow, the whole thing, you're on. You are on, and you know how it happens. You could time it by your watch because you actually know what's going on. You know how it works, and that's awesome. All right? Now, let's talk about what's going on over here for the 16th through the 22nd. 16th through the 22nd, we have the 10 of Swords. Ha-ha. You are completely in charge now. You have everything in your hands. Everything is back. You're the boss again in a situation, or still, but more profoundly, they're saying, oh, by the way, you're back to work. Everything is going on. Now you're really in charge. We want you to stay really in charge over here. We want you to, they might add another layer of responsibility. So just be aware that there might be another layer and you're totally going to be in charge. You will not be able to just jump right into it. There's maybe a learning curve. There might be something that you have to like do something different than you normally do. So be aware that being like the person who jumps right in willy-nilly isn't going to work. You're going to have to do more, okay? Like I said, there might be something you have to learn as you take on this new type of responsibility. And the only thing you really do want to have right away this week is contact with your higher power. You want to be in contact with all that is, whatever that is for you. When you maintain your faith in a physical state, you can better connect with it and then carry it with you when you need to go somewhere, okay? So take it with you to work. I think you're going to find that this particular week is all about work, and you want to have your faith with you, have a physical manifestation of your faith with you, maybe even at work. Maybe a small, quiet cabinet somewhere where you put all what you need that makes you feel connected to the big guy, and you're all good, okay? Sorry about the shadows. These can lights, what can I tell you? Every house has them now, and they're very terrible for shadows. Sorry. So now then, let's talk about the final week of March, which is the 23rd through the 29th. Three of Wands. Yep, you have the Three of Wands, showing that you have all the lessons behind you, and you know where you're headed. So you've seen things, and you heard things, and you've done things. Let those things carry over for you, so that as you're stepping into more power from last week, you're remembering the lessons and taking those with you. You don't have to do this without extra knowledge, all right? The Emperor here is telling me that where you're blocked is that wonderful place of feeling super secure and comfortable. I feel like somebody keeps kicking at your base and making it feel unstable. So even though you know what to do and you've been here before, we've understood that everything here isn't new to you, and you're handling it, and you're just going to go on about it. You're using your lessons from before, but for some reason there is somebody around you who's going to be kicking at your base. You're going to be kicking at your foundations, whether it be at home or at work. Someone's going to be kicking at your foundation, trying to make things more difficult for you. Be aware of that. This is somebody who is going to try and subvert your authority. They're going to try and make you look dumb. They're going to try and get in the way of you being the awesome that you are. So just be aware of who that is and what they're doing, and like, oh, okay, cool, cool, cool. I see you. I see you. And give them a job somewhere else. As in, like, I need you to go, and we're working in this corner, so I'm going to have you work over there in that corner so that you don't have to be near us while we're doing what we got to do, okay? Because if anyone's causing trouble, we don't want that trouble, not one bit. All right? Do use good judgment at this time. Your judgment needs to be totally on par, okay? That is your solution, and we know that your judgment is going to be awesome, so you will use that judgment to make the best use of this situation. You're learning lessons, using your good judgment. even when there's somebody sitting around kicking you in the shins. So I don't think that guy's gonna stand a chance around you with all of this going on at the same time. They think they got it, but they don't. So I am going to go ahead and set these cards aside, and we will get into this first week right away. All right, let's see what we have here. All right, we have these cards. We're going to go ahead and add some of these. This is, of course, the Magical Nordic Tarot. We want to make sure that they are indeed right side up, number 1 and number 2. We're pre-programmed and ready to be in support of you. All right, so we were talking about how you want to help other people right now with your power. You're like, hey, let's get together. Let's do something. I want to put together a pile of stuff to help other people right now. Can we do that? Can somebody get on board with that? And other people going, yes, let's do that. So they're excited about it. They're excited about it. Trust your intuition. Trust your intuition at this time. Your intuition is telling you, well, people are interested in doing this, but even if they meet at a central location, it isn't necessarily that there will be storage for it, and it isn't necessarily true that there will be transpo for it. And even if you think you have transpo for whatever you're collecting, the fact remains you're going to have 3 to 5 times what you were expecting. So if you have one little pickup truck and you were expecting about one little pickup truck's worth of stuff, you're going to end up with 10 pickup trucks worth of stuff, okay? So trust your intuition. Your intuition is going to, you need to Shanghai some people to help you with transpo, with other things. You might even find a trucking company is willing to loan you a truck for if you promise it's only for a period of time and you pay for gas. If you tell them what it's for and that it's a charity project and you're going to do this thing, but now you need to transpo it somewhere, you can get that thing donated probably, but you just also offer a receipt of some sort if you can. If you have a company name that you can put on it, that would be helpful, at least for the truck company. And of course, we have this thing, the 7 of Swords. Delegate things. Remember, don't be the sole person. You can be the person in charge, but don't put it all on your shoulders to do it all yourself. You're going to hand it out to other people. You do this, you do transpo, you do the gathering, you do the loading. Everybody does a couple of hours worth of work, and presto changeo, you're overseeing it for the full time, but you're not physically doing it all yourself, because that will be too much. You will fall on the floor. That is not a great thing. We don't want to fall on the floor. Okay, so lots going on, plotting and planning, follow your gut, do the things, all right? What you cannot do is put your own money in. Don't put in your own money for anything right now. Maybe gas, that's about it, right? But you got to be careful and make sure you balance your money out. The 4 of Pentacles is showing up, also saying the foundation of your finances could get totally screwed up if you get too involved, okay? Don't get so involved that you aren't like handling it. Maybe when people are dropping things off, when you're gathering things up, you're like, hey, don't forget to, would you like to donate to the gas for moving all this stuff around? That would be great. Have people put like a 5 in, put in $5, put in $10, put in whatever you're thinking you're comfortable with. $5 is like a gallon. Cool. So you get people to put in a little bit of money for the gas. And you're probably not going to have 800 people who put in $5, but even if they do, that will help, right? So you'll take care of what you need to take care of. Don't mess up your foundation. Your financial foundation could get really in trouble here, so be careful. Your finances are blocked from getting involved in this process. And of course, there's nobody looking at you and seeing you. This isn't a job opportunity. This isn't an expansion. You're not looking for a new job. You're looking to just help. So no matter how perfectly you perform, it doesn't really matter, right? Even if you fail to be perfect in how you perform, it won't reflect on your job, okay? It won't reflect on your job. It'll only reflect on the fact that what you're doing here is stressful, okay? So now we need to remember that the solution is to release all this stuff And as soon as we drop it off and we drop the truck off, we're done. We don't have to carry it around anymore. We've done our bit, we've done our part. We don't have to keep saying yes when people say, what if? We can take a deep breath and go, okay, I know what I can do now. I know what I should do now, and I'm okay with it. So now you need to release your obligation in your head to yourself to try and do this and make it right or make it better for people, because it's really difficult and kind of stressful. So we don't want everyone to be stressed out. We want everyone to be all good, okay? Breathing, relaxing, and understanding that that's what's going on, okay? Now then, we have the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is showing up as somebody who is very much so financially motivated. They like to spend money. They like to get a good bargain and a good deal. This is a good person to have on your side while you're trying to work this thing out. So if this person can be helping you in this process, even if all they're doing is managing the money that you guys are like the jar of money that's coming in, building up a jar of donated cash for the gas, he can actually help you manage that situation and make it work for you, okay? But as soon as you get the opportunity and you've released it, right? You've released it, you've got somebody else managing the money, cool, 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 you can go. This is your opportunity to drop everything off and go. You don't have to be there super intense and do all the things, okay? Remember to release and let go. Once you've dropped the thing, it's like a mic drop, right? You've said all you need to say, you drop the mic and you leave. You don't stay. Whenever anybody drops the mic, they never stay. They leave the stage. They don't come back. There is no encore after a mic drop, okay? It's just over, all right? And that's important. You need to let things complete and be over, all right? So allow things to finish. Excellent. Well done. Stay centered in the process. Let us get you a message from the Messages of Cosmic Oracle cards. All right, so what we're doing here, Taurus, let's find you a card. It's right here. This is just a little message for the week to help finish things off. And these are really great cards. I like them very much. Very clear. Your life is so special. Treat it with loving care. Your life is so special. Treat it with loving care. I mean, what? And of course, and yes, okay? If you aren't taking care of you, who's taking care of you, okay? And some of us are lucky enough to have partners in life, others not so much. So if you don't have a partner in life, it all falls to you. And you need to do the right thing to take care of you, because somebody has to. So definitely do the right things. Take care of yourself. Know that you're worthy and capable, and everything is going to work out like it should, okay? Remember, drop it off and leave it go. It will be helpful to you. All right. Now, you need a pocket full of rocks, okay? You're going to get you a pocket full of rocks right now. All right, we have smoky quartz, perfect. We have yellow calcite, we have blue calcite. Oh, very nice. So, smoky quartz is a first chakra stone, and it's actually helping you release and let go of things that you don't need anymore. Ta-da, perfect. Keep that in your pocket. It will help you tremendously when you drop off, and you won't have this desire to, oh, but I could really use one of the, nope, stop it. Let it go. It's good. And it's good. It'll be wonderful. And then you don't have to do any more. You don't have to, you can go back to work. You can go back to what you were doing before. There will be part of you that will want to keep pushing yourself to do more and more and more all the time. You can't fix the whole damn thing yourself, okay? It is not your responsibility to fix the whole damn thing yourself. It is your responsibility to treat yourself with loving care and your life. So yellow calcite is here. It's a third chakra stone. It's helping you incinerate any weirdnesses or clean up and clear up your third chakra, where all memories are kept. Let's see, memories, experiences, yep, and emotions, haha. So those three things are kept here. And we want to clean that up and make sure that we're not over-expressing or under-expressing or whatever. We want to just be super clean and clear with how we're interacting with people, especially this week, because they're all out here for the same purpose, and that's just to help out. They're here to help out as best they can, and they're only going to be able to do what they can do, okay? So keep that in mind and know that from the start. And then blue calcite, 5th chakra stone. It's going to help you speak very clearly. There's not going to be any wishy-washy, feely stuff mixed in with your words. You're going to be very matter-of-fact this particular week. And you're going to say exactly what you mean, and you're going to delegate things to people, and people are going to go and do those things, or they won't, and you'll say, what are you doing? And you'll get them back on track. It's going to be very concise, and people will be surprised. So not being emotional kind of throws people off sometimes, Taurus, but don't let it throw you off. The reality that not everything has to be emotional in order to be handled. You can actually step into which is why you're uniquely perfect for this situation, because you can put your feelings aside and feel your feelings when you get home. And when you do get home, it's going to be a big deal, and you'll feel everything, all right? Will you look at that? The way this is shining right now, it looks like a skull, or at least the top half of a skull. Isn't that crazy? It's not. It's not a skull at all, but that's how it looks with the shadows and the light. Fancy. So I'm going to go ahead and put these down right here. And as always, you don't have to carry these stones if you don't want to. They're here for you if you'd like. And if you do carry them, I would love it if you comment below and tell me how it goes. Come back on Wednesday or something. And of course, if you do choose to carry some other rocks this week, come on back. Let me know what you're carrying and tell me how it goes for you. I would love to hear your experiences. It's always exciting for me. And if you haven't liked and shared or subscribed to the channel yet, please do. It really helps my little channel grow. And of course, it's completely free. There's no charge to do that. And I'd love to see you come back next week when we will talk about the 9th through the 15th. All right? Thank you so much for being here. We'll talk to you next week. All right?